I'm Dr. Kelly Ray here with strengthandsensitivity.com. So I wanted to come back on and continue going down this mystical, magical journey of what empowers your inner critic. Why is it important to know what fuels your inner critic? I think it's really important for us to understand why we fuel it or what fuels our inner critic, because it's that fuel that keeps us stuck. It keeps us from growing. It keeps us from reaching our full potential. So yesterday I talked to you about the 4 magical words, as soon as I. And I'd be really curious how many of you actually pondered that afterwards and thought, how many times in your life have you said, oh, as soon as I blank, then I'll do this. So one of the other things that goes along with words like that is other things that fuel our inner critic are words like distraction and avoidance. You know, I gave the example yesterday from my own personal self where I had a belief of as soon as I lose weight, then I will attract the right partner. I believed that so intently, and when I lost the weight and I didn't attract the ideal partner that I thought that I would magically attract as a result of losing weight, then that really caused me to kind of question, what is it I'm doing? What? You know, and so what happens when we do that? What happens when we say, well, as soon as I do this, then this will happen. And then when you do that and that doesn't happen, the first thing is we then want to lash out at whatever the problem still is. So in that case, it was, well, you know what? All the good guys are already taken. That's exactly what my inner critic would want me to know. And I drank the Kool-Aid, quite honestly. And why did I drink the Kool-Aid? Because I hadn't gotten to the deeper issue. I hadn't gotten to the root problem of what was really driving the reason why I wasn't having a healthy relationship with somebody. It wasn't my weight. It wasn't how I looked. It wasn't my education. It wasn't my social status. It wasn't my financial portfolio. It was none of those things. But I can tell you, I allowed myself to get distracted into believing it was all of those things. So I avoided really looking at what the root issue was because I went and tried to finish fixing all of those other issues. Oh, it's because of my education. Great, I'll go get a PhD. I'll be smart enough then. I was already smart. But, you know, you get hooked into this mindset. This inner critic convinces you because we are the ones that aren't controlling and really looking at the deeper cause. Oh, so financially, great. I'm going to go and financially make myself secure, be a strong, independent woman. Then I'll be able to attract the right guy. I accomplished all of those things. And still, what a quandary. So, and I guess the reason I bring this to you is we all do this. We all find ways to avoid looking at the real issue, or we all decide that we think we know what the real deep-rooted issue is, and so then we go fix that. We don't bother talking to anybody, we don't bother working with anybody because we think that we know it all. And as my beautiful friend Adele so poignantly pointed out in a conversation the other day, is sometimes we get so much in our heads that all of that energy that's sitting up in there, there's no room for any new energy. And that's what happens when you work with other people, when you are willing to call bullshit to the story that's never changing and doing something different. And part of that is going and talking to somebody, working with somebody. I can tell you the number of times that I've wrestled with something with myself. It is so ridiculously painful, needlessly painful, unbearably ridiculous suffering, emotional suffering because of my pride, because I don't want to be perceived as not strong, or that I can't handle it, or I can't fix it. What a bunch of bullshit. That's all just distracting and avoiding ways of fueling our inner critic to say, hey, yay, she's busy being distracted. Yay, she's busy buying all the garbage that we're feeding her right now, that she's not good enough, she should be better than this, whatever that story is. But as soon as you finally call bullshit on that and change that and do something about it, oh my God, opportunity opens for you. Ways that you never imagined happened. I can tell you personally what I hear from my clients after they've been struggling and really grappling with things, and we finally get to the root cause of what's causing all of the other stories in our lives to happen. There's two things that happen. One, they are so amazingly relieved, because it's like all of that energy has finally just been put to rest. And they have this sense of full body calmness, mind, body, spirit, just like, whew. The other thing that subsequently follows is, oh my God, I don't know why I waited so long to do this. And all I can do is smile, because I know exactly what that feels like. I know what that means. But I know that there's some of you here that are ready to be done with the bullshit story. You're ready to be done being distracted. You're ready to be done avoiding whatever could be going on, because you've already done as much work and nothing's changed. You're ready to do one more thing. I also know that there's some of you that are done with the as soon as I story. Please know that I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm here, and I'm willing to work with you. It just requires you getting in touch with me. Let's get some new story. Let's find a way to disempower that inner critic. And part of that is we're going to have to look at the shadow. The shadow is the root cause that's causing all of the subsequent stories that you find, all of the other subsequent beliefs that you hold. There is one true belief that kind of sets that barrage of other little beliefs that come in and filter. If you're ready to do this, I'm ready to work with you. Just get in touch with me. You can send me a private message through Facebook. You can email me through my website, whichever is best for you. And let's do that. Don't say, as soon as the holidays are over, don't tell yourself the bullshit story anymore. Get started now. I hope that you have a great day. I send you so much love.